Hello, it's the £1 Gamer again today, and today it's slightly gaming, I suppose, because you can play games on it. I bought a Surface Pro 7 with so specs are 512 gigabytes internal storage, 128 megabyte graphics on the APU, and 16 gigabytes of RAM with an i7 1065 G7 running at 1.3 gigahertz. It also boosts up to 1.5 gigahertz, and so I bought this because I've been looking for a tablet that I can do proper things on instead of just doing it all on my phone. And because, well, the phone I have, which is what I'm using at the moment, is a Galaxy Z Flip 5. It's got, I believe, 2 years ago now, for less than half price than what it was. So that was a good deal, and this is, I believe, an even better deal. So I wanted a tablet that was easier to browse and emails and things like that. So was looking for about a week. Looked at Android phone tablets because I'm on Android, and yeah, they're all just still really bad for what I want, and they've always been bad anyway. I'm not an Apple person, so my wife is on Apple. I'm not. I never have been, never will be. So I looked at Surface laptops or tablets. So spending days looking on eBay, Amazon, things like that, CEX. There's a few Surface Pro 6s and 7s and 5s and so on. So there was two Pro 6 with keyboards and chargers and things like that for £250, both working, both updated to Windows 11, things like that. So and it might have been a 5. No, I think it was a 6. Yeah, possibly. Anyway, I was thinking 2 for the price of, well, less than 1. But I was thinking maybe I need something newer ish. Don't have much money, so I couldn't go too high. And I was thinking spare parts. 2 for the price of 1 spare parts. Okay. Then I was giving up, and my wife found this, a Surface Pro 7 high spec version for £130. And we thought they must have got that wrong, or something must be seriously wrong with it. So the only problem was the kickstand. So if you can see right there, it's damaged, and that was pushed in, and that was slightly bent in as well. So what was wrong with it basically was this weren't in there. So see if I can show you in there. Right there, that was out. So it must have been dropped, and that was slightly out as well. Can't really see that. Damn. Okay, anyway, that was slightly out, and I'll put the low battery. Okay, and in the middle there are 2 plastic parts, and they were out as well. So just for that, it was £130, 3p&p with no charger. So, and it was either Windows 11 or Windows 10. Clearly said didn't know which one it was. It was Windows 10. So, and there you go. You got it. This was hanging off, and it said no charger, so I bought a charger for £75. It also came with a charger, 65 watt. So, but I've got a spare charger. Anyway, it was mucky. As you can see, around the edges there's some white stuff, but I will be taking the screen off and replacing the thermal paste, cleaning it and things like that. So we got it. Unfortunately, it didn't Let's sign in. Right, unfortunately, the touchscreen didn't work. So I couldn't touch anything, type on it. So I needed to use a USB-C dongle and plug my keyboard and mouse in to get it going. So apparently the battery was the health let me start again. Health of the battery was about 75 to 78%. So that would have been shocking. It wouldn't have lasted long, but it arrived with I believe 65-ish battery, and I updated it all and everything, and perfectly fine. Charged it to 100%, and it's been going for about 2 days. So updated the drivers. So there's specific Surface drivers and things like that. So got the touchscreen working. Upgraded to Windows 11 because it was Windows 10, and it's not too bad. I'll put the screen up. It gets really bright actually. So right, it's obviously an older i7 because it came out 6 years ago, but it's not too bad. It's Wi-Fi 6. It's got 512 gigabytes of internal storage, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and quite a fast mobile i7 chip. So not too bad. A bit of popping, but as you can see, it is quite snappy for what you want to do. So for this spec, it's about £500 just for the tablet. £300 to £500 just for the tablet used. With the keyboard, probably a bit more because the keyboard's about £150, depending on where you go. Obviously, if you get a proper one or a non-proper one. So for £130, it's not too bad. It's the cosmetic condition is excellent actually for the price. At least it is excellent. As you can see, no real marks except for there. So what I had to do there was pry the metal back up with I used these to get under there, pry it up, and let's see. Right, push that back up there. When it first arrived, this was just hanging down, which I already said, and you could only really do it like that. So, but now you can put it at any, if you can see that or not, any angle you want. So that works. And let's put that, there you go, perfectly fine. Obviously it's not perfect, but, and as you can see, let's just come out because I held it up, but it does what it's supposed to do, at least most of the time. If you're not too careful and showing it, it's usable. It's just another PC, and there you go. Have to push it in. The screen is 2K, so bright screen as you can see, clear screen. Gaming on it, you can't really do gaming on it, so because it's not very powerful in that area. Word documents, yeah, very good. Viewing pictures, very good. Browsing the internet, very good. And attaching several peripherals, very good. Recognizes them straight away. You can use them straight away. You can use it just like a normal PC, like an old style PC, or just getting Game Pass points. So, and there was also a little bit of plastic that fell out. Not too sure where that came from. I'm guessing it's from one of the sides, because when I looked underneath, it was there and fell out. So I'm happy with that. I'm pleased with it. I would have preferred a Android one, so I can just transfer everything over from my phone. But I do have a Windows 11 PC anyway, and just need my face, and I have Creative Print on there, so you do have to. There you go. It takes a while to upload, not upload, open, but I will be able to print from my tablet downstairs, and get things started on both my 3D printers, and not have to turn the PC on, because the PC is quite big and power hungry. So there you go. As you can see, it takes a while, about 30 seconds sometimes, depending on what it's doing. It is usable. Like I said, I'm going to take the screen off. I've already got all the tools to do it, and sort out the thermals. So yeah, if you want to do a quick 3D print, you won't be able to do a quick one. So it should just so that works. So what you can do here, you have a touchpad, and do that there. Nope. Can I do that? Nope. 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 There you go. So to move it around, you have to hold your finger on the right button, like that. You also have the keyboard, perfectly fine, comes up. All updated, so updates perfectly fine to the latest. I think it's more up to date than my PC. So yeah, you can get the deals out there, especially if you don't mind a bit of cosmetic damage. I'm not too bothered about what it looks like, as long as it works. So it will last a few years. So there you go. That's the video today. It's good condition Surface Pro 7, full spec, and also has a micro SD card on the side right there, which you can't see. Let's see. Just about. My phone is about to die, so I can't put a light on. Either way, thank you for coming, and £1 Gamer out.